If you're paying creators hundreds for UGC videos, you need to stop, because I built an AI flow that creates viral product videos with a single click.
Okay, I think I just found the prettiest glow serum. Look at this texture. Wait, that's actually gorgeous. My skin looks so fresh. Yeah, this one's staying in my routine.
UGC videos are one of the most effective ways to market a product because they speak directly to your audience without looking like an ad. In fact, these are the same types of videos you scroll past every day and rack up millions of views. The problem is, creating them can get expensive. You either have to hire creators or spend hours producing content yourself, but then AI changed the game completely. We're now inside Kittle, and while most people know it as a design tool, very few realize it's the only place where you can go from a static graphic to realistic product photos all the way to a finished UGC video without ever leaving the platform.
Look what I just got! I'm obsessed already, like, this is actually a game changer.
If you go to Flows, you'll see thousands of ready-to-use templates that you can choose from and customize. So let me show you how this works using a pre-built template first, and then we'll build one from scratch together. Let's start with this one right here. And the way these flows work is super simple. You'll always find instructions inside the flow itself, just like you can see here. Now, this flow is made up of 3 nodes. First, we have the product image. Then the AI turns that image into a realistic product mockup. And finally, it takes that mockup and turns it into a realistic UGC style video. Now, I know that might sound complicated, but the entire process is basically one click. So first, let's upload our product image. You can do this by simply dragging and dropping your image into the canvas or pasting it directly. I'm gonna use this shirt as an example. And just so you know, it doesn't have to be a professional product photo. It can literally be a picture taken on your phone. All right, so now I'm gonna remove the old product image and replace it with mine by dropping it into the frame, just like this. And now, to generate the mock-up image, all I have to do is click regenerate and wait a few seconds. As you can see, the AI is now doing its thing. And just like that, we have a brand new mock-up featuring our product. Now moving on to the video generation, it's basically the exact same process. Once the mock-up image is ready, all we have to do is click regenerate again, and the AI handles everything else automatically. All right, the video is ready, let's check it out. And honestly, that's kind of insane. The result looks incredibly realistic, and the only thing we actually did was upload a product image and click a single button. Now this is just a small glimpse of what Kittle is capable of, and trust me, things get even crazier from here. So let's try another flow, and this time I'll show you how to take even more control over the final result. Now this flow here is slightly different, with the product and design separated into different nodes. And the cool thing about this setup is that you can customize pretty much everything. For example, let's say your product isn't a mug, but a tumbler instead. The first step would be changing the actual product. And just like before, you can either upload your own product image or generate one using AI. If we click on the product image node, you'll notice that the prompt used to generate that image is right here. So what you can do is either edit the existing prompt or completely replace it with your own. In my case, I'm gonna delete the old prompt and paste in a new one where I described my tumbler. And if you're not comfortable writing prompts, you can use the prompt builder right here, which makes the whole process much easier. Of course, you can also choose whichever AI image model you prefer. Personally, I usually go with ChatGPT Image 2, so that's what I'm gonna use. Then all I have to do is click generate and wait for the new product image to be created. All right, and here is the new product image. I really like how it turned out. Now all we need to do is replace the old product with the new one by simply dragging and dropping it into the frame. So now the product is ready. Let's move on to the design itself. And here you have a few different options. You can upload your own design, generate one using AI, build one from scratch using Kittle's huge library of graphics and elements, or the easiest option, which is using one of Kittle's ready-made templates. So here I searched for tumbler design, and as you can see, there are tons of great options. I really like this one right here, so I'm simply gonna click on it and add it to the canvas. Now, I'll remove the old design and replace it with the new one, making sure it fits nicely inside the frame. And just like that, the product design is ready. Now we can move on to the mock-up, which will later be turned into a video. Just like before, we can hit regenerate to create a new mock-up image. But what I really like is that we can also customize the prompt itself. For example, I changed the environment from a clean kitchen counter to an outdoor garden setup. So now I'm going to click generate and let the AI create the new image. Now let's move on to the final step, which is the video. But before generating anything, let's quickly look at the original video.
Rating this design, it's like a solid 10. Really comfortable to hold. I feel like the size is perfect. Overall, 10 out of 10.
All right, so just like the image prompt, we can also customize the video prompt however we want. If we look at the pre-written prompt, you'll notice it's structured using different shots. That's how Seedance works. And what you can do is simply change the shot descriptions, actions, and dialogue to match whatever style you're going for. For example, I modified some of the shots to better fit the outdoor setting, like walking while holding the product, showing it on the garden bench, and so on. So I'm gonna paste in my updated prompt, adjust any settings I want, like the video length or aspect ratio, and then click generate. All right, let's check it out.
Wait, this might be the cutest tumbler I've ever owned. The color, the vibe, it's literally perfect for summer. And it keeps my drink so cold, even in this heat. Yeah, obsessed.
I mean, I honestly have no words. The entire process is ridiculously easy. We basically wrote a few lines of text, clicked a few buttons, and ended up with results that look incredibly realistic. And these are the same types of videos that some creators charge hundreds of dollars to produce. And now that you have a clear understanding of how these flows work inside Kittl, let's build a complete one from scratch together. All right, so we're starting with a completely blank canvas. Let's say we want to create a UGC video for a beauty product. Instead of starting with a product image, I like to make things a bit more fun and start with the label design itself. So I searched for labels inside the templates library and found this beautiful facial serum label right here. Now the goal is to turn this label into an actual product image. To do that, I'm going to click on this arrow next to the label and choose AI image board. As you can see, the label is automatically connected and being used as a reference. Now I'll paste in the following prompt, which tells the AI to turn this label into a real serum bottle. I also specified that I want the product shown from multiple angles, so the entire label remains visible, which is important for consistency later on. All right, and just like that, we've turned a simple label into a realistic product image. From here, we can add another AI image board connected to the product image and start getting creative with professional product photography prompts. As you can see, everything stays consistent while still looking premium and realistic. And whenever you get a generation you like, simply click on it and use the quick export option to save it directly to your files. Now, let's move on to the UGC video. And this is where I take a slightly different approach. Instead of generating the video immediately, I like to create the character first. This lets us keep the same person across multiple videos. So to do that, I'll add another AI image board and write a prompt describing the appearance of the character, just like I did here. Once we hit generate, we'll have our influencer ready. And now it's time to create the video. Again, click on the arrow next to the image, and this time choose AI video board. Then I'll paste in the video prompt I prepared earlier, just like I showed you before, with every shot already described. Since this is an unboxing style video, we also need to attach references. Make sure you're using Seedance reference mode. Then I'll start connecting all the assets that need to appear in the video. First, the character image to keep the influencer consistent. Then the product image to keep the product accurate. And because this is an unboxing video, I also created this custom box design, which will connect as another reference. So now, if we look over here, we can see all the references are attached and ready to go. Let's hit generate and see what happens.
Okay, this finally arrived. Wait, look how pretty this bottle is. I've literally been waiting to try this. My skin has been needing a little glow boost lately. Okay, yeah, I'm obsessed already. I'll leave it in my bio if you want to check it out.
All right, and this is actually fire. I genuinely never thought AI would get to a point where it could generate videos that look this realistic. It's seriously mind-blowing. And just for fun, I created another version right here. And as you can see, everything stays consistent. The influencer remains the same, the product remains the same, and the AI follows the prompt almost exactly as written. So at this point, all we have to do is export the videos and they're ready to use. Now, of course, the possibilities here are basically endless. You can build much more advanced flows than this and get incredibly creative with them. But I wanted to keep this simple and show you just how powerful this can be. So if you want to try it yourself, make sure to sign up for Kittl using the first link in the description and use the code 10XIncome to get 25% off your first month or first year on any paid plan.